All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry now for Miller. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. And we just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little game into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
Lucky 56. Gone.
first down, it's Lauletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Lauletta now on second. And it's incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking deep for Demarius. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now here's Lauletta. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's Lauletta. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Watson now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's a give to Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit.
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Lauletta. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route, are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Longetta. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Twisting away. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 55 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First down, Lauletta. Throwing deep here for Coleman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Here's Lauletta. He finds Beckham, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Now Lauletta on first down. To Berkeley on the check down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they'll throw again with Lauletta. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun.
Lauletta back to the air. left side. It's Beckham. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing on third down, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. On first down, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
On second down, here's Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And this one is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Coming off play action, Lauletta. They'll roll him out right. Pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta fresh off the pick 6. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 15.
Down. Green the line. Green the line. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Thrown outside, complete to QT. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Green the line. Green the line. Black 99 Philly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Black 22. Black 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Set. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Loletta now to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Now it's Loletta. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10.
Come back, come back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Black down in our Philly.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. On second down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, who ready?
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Loletta on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, here's Lauletta, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And got his man, complete. There goes Sterling Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that happened in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete here. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
To throw on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Richmond.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Bo Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Come back.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19. Over.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff to Barkley. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 40 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. back to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the